to start thinking about your future? Are you ready to start investing? Well, if you are, today's video is just for you. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is part 2 of the series Investing for Beginners. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about all the different types of investment, or 3 types of investments, and different types of accounts where you can invest your money for your retirement future. So keep on watching. Like this video, comment down below. I'd love to get to know you a little bit more, and subscribe to my channel. I post a video every week all about tackling this big boy called finance, and we're gonna do this together. If you haven't yet, watch the video I posted last week. It was all about interest rates and understanding the market. I think that it's going to set you up for today's video, so let's get started. Start on talking about what are the types of investments. And there's 3 types that we're going to be talking about today, which I think is going to be very beneficial and really help you guys to be able to make the better decisions for your family. If you haven't yet already watched it, go ahead and watch it. And I just wanted to let you know what this channel is about. This channel is about to encourage you, to empower you, to give you simple tools where you can make better decisions for your family, where you can make financial smart decisions, where you can take your life to where you want to go, to live the financial dreams that you want to live. And that's so important when you're thinking about investment, thinking about your financial future, thinking about your retirement. So there's different types of investments that you should be thinking about. There's one that's called stocks. Stocks simply means that you are buying a piece of the pie of the ownership of a company. So for example, let's give Apple as an example. If you want to buy a stock of Apple, that means that you now are a percentage of ownership of that company, which means if the company does well, you do good. If the company does bad, you also don't receive anything. You're not doing so well investing when you're investing that money on a stock. It is also very important to buy stocks because you have ownership of that company, which is huge. You want to have ownership of companies. So that's one, stocks, having ownership or having a portion of ownership of a company. The type of investment are bonds. Bonds simply means that you are lending your money to an institute. For example, the government. If you're gonna buy a US government bond, that means that the US is borrowing money from you and they're going to pay back what they owe you with interest. Bonds are usually very safe because you are lending to institutes that are not really gonna go anywhere, like the USA government. So there are stocks and then bonds. And the third one, it's mutual funds. Mutual funds, it simply means you're buying into a pool of investments. So you're not only buying one stock or one share of a company, you're buying a multitude and a pool of different companies. So it's also very important for you to have mutual funds. Why? Because in that pool you have Apple, Tesla, you have that's Apple, you have utilities company, you have other companies that are never going to go anywhere, healthcare. So you're buying into a pool of things that, God forbid, one of them that's going down, you still have other investments that are doing well that's not going anywhere. We like to call that the umbrella of investments because it's usually the kind of investments that we need every day. You invest there, so in healthcare and utility companies, because those are things that we use every day. It doesn't matter what's happening in the market, you still have an opportunity to be invested because they're not going anywhere. Was that simple? I'm just going to recap again what those 3 types of investments are so we can move on to the next one. The first one is stocks. You buying a portion of ownership of a company. Bonds, where you are lending your money to an institute. Usually it's very safe because they have to pay you back. And 3, it's mutual funds, which is a pool of investment that you're investing in a bunch of little things. And the different types of investments. Now we're gonna talk about the different types of retirement accounts. There is 2 things that you need to know. There is a short-term investment and there's a long-term investment. A long-term investment, obviously, it's you investing in something for a long term, like your retirement, like a college. Those sort of things are long term, where you're gonna be putting your money there, and your money for a long period of time, it's gonna be gaining interest. And then we have short-term interest or short-term investment, where you investing your money just for a short period of time. So for example, short term is going to be if you want to invest your money for a shorter period of time. For example, you want to invest some money, so in 5 years you want to put a down payment on your house. Or I'm going to invest some money so I can in 3 years go on my dream vacation. Or I am going to invest some money so in 3 years I can upgrade something in my house. So they have different types of short-term investments. Banks, they usually offer what's called a CD. A CD is where you put your money, that bank is going to invest the money for you, and they're going to give you a portion of that interest rate, but it's usually for a very short period. Long term, you can't withdraw that money up to a certain age depending on which account do you have it. But on a short term, that money, that money is there purposely for the reason that to gain interest and taken out within a few months. 36 months, 24 months, some of them, 5 years, 3 years, and those are the difference. Now let's talk about the different types of accounts. There is account, the 401k. The 401k is where a company, for example, if you're an employee, you are investing with a broker that the company is providing you. That means that you're putting some money in and another company is putting the money for you. They usually match your 401k. It's a great type of investment for you to have if you are an employee. There's ways that you can have 401k personally when you're not an employee as well. The other type is called a Roth and a traditional IRA. Those are private or personal investments that you can have that they're both different, but also similar in certain terms. Yeah, that's right. So on both, they have the same amount of limit, but they have a little bit different. The Roth, it's non-deductible, it's non-taxable, and there's no age requirement when you need to withdraw. A traditional IRA, it's a $5,000 that you can put per year. It is taxable, and it is deductible when you are doing your taxes. And you have a requirement of the age of retirement age that you can withdraw that money. Understood? Awesome. If there's any question, guys, please comment down below. I would love to discuss this a little further with you down in the comments. We can get to know each other a little bit more. And tell me, do you guys have any sorts of investments? Do you invest with the company that you work with? Let me know in the comments down below. So I just want to talk to you guys about the importance of having different types of investments. Because when you are thinking about your financial future, you want to make sure that you are diversifying your money or diversifying where you are putting your money. It is awesome. It is a great and very smart decision. When you invest in different things, you need to have different types of investments. Why? Because if you rely only on your Social Security to your retirement, God forbid that's not there anymore because you don't own it. Now you have no retirement. And now you have to work over the age 65, 70 because you didn't count on the Social Security being there. So it's great. When I tell my clients is, count as a Social Security as a bonus. Let's not count as your only source of income that you're gonna receive when you retire. Because the goal of retirement is to enjoy your life. And obviously, if you can retire earlier, it's even better. But that's because you didn't count with your Social Security. Because the Social Security, they have a limit of the age or requirement of the age that you need to withdraw that money. And also, I want you guys to think with me, if there's any ladies there watching and only your husband have a Social Security or only your husband work with a paycheck and is withdrawing that money. God forbid your husband is no longer here and you're under the age of 65 or 62 now, which is it's changing. You won't be able to withdraw that money until you get to the age of retirement. The proof, I want you guys to be prepared. So don't just wait on your Social Security money to arrive. Let's start thinking about other ways that you can start investing. And that is having bonds, having mutual funds, having stocks. So now you have a chair of 3 legs where you have your Social Security, you have your long-term investments, you have a company's investment, a 401k, and And like that, you are bulletproof and you know where you're going to receive instead of waiting around for your investments or waiting around for your Social Security. But I wanted to make it super simple, super understandable, relatable. And like I said before, if you haven't yet, watch my video on the Rule of 72, understanding what that is, understanding how to invest, and understanding how the market works. And understand that the sooner you can start, the better you are. I want to make other videos very deep. I want to make other videos going really deep into those things like the Rule of 72, which I gave 1 or 2 examples, but I really want to dive in or dive into, okay, so what age should I start? Because those are very important for you to have it in mind. And don't worry, those videos are coming out. I promise you, I'm going to be making those videos for you. But here is the thing that I want to tell you, or the advice that I want to give you. Start earlier, because the earlier you start, that means that the less money you have to actually put in, and that money actually have more time to grow than if you were to start later. Every year that you lose without investing, it's less, oh my god, I want to say hundreds of thousands of dollars that you're gonna lose in interest rate gained. Compound interest is the most powerful force in investment. It's when your money little and little turns into a big thing. It turns into a bigger investment because the little, you put a little, and that little now turns into a bigger volume of money. So don't waste time when you're thinking about your investment. And honestly, write down what is your financial goal? What is your retirement goal? What is the goal that you're looking for your investments, for your long-term and short-term? I hope this video really helped you guys, gave you clarity of understanding how to invest, what type of investment to have. It was super simple, super short. Like this video, please. If you guys want to see more of this sort of content, comment down below what was your favorite, or what will be your favorite kind of stocks to have. If you have any, comment down below as well, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.